A very warm and lovely welcome to Moments with Idonge's motivational segment. The motivational segment that not only gets you started but keeps you on track. Today we have an opening question, and our opening question is: when you're on a journey, do you carry everything or something? Do you carry everything or something? Please drop your comments. Drop your comments, like and share. Let me know where you're watching from. Drop your comments, like and share, and let me know where you're watching from. So, when you're on a journey, do you carry everything or some things? Drop your comments. Let me know where you're watching from. In the meantime, for those that are watching us for the very first time, and even those that have been watching us, I just want to say thank you for tuning into Moments with Inonge. And please allow me to share the schedule of Moments with Inonge even before we get started. So every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central African Time, we have the inspirational segment, and every Monday we have the motivational segment, which is this segment that you're currently watching. And every Tuesday we have the leadership segment, which comes up tomorrow. So every Tuesday we have the leadership segment. So these three segments, the one on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, are live on Facebook as well as YouTube. So you can follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube. Please, guys, like and share, like and share, like and share. Moments with Inonge is actually a platform that is dedicated to personal awareness and development, and just to build our community, in line with personal awareness. Moments with Inonge is actually giving out a free 30 minutes coaching session called The History of Your Future. It's very important because it gives you an awareness of where you are actually headed to. We also have one-on-one coaching session going on, which is Put Your Dream to the Test, which is going for 300 kwacha. So please, if you haven't already started that one-on-one coaching, please, I would urge you to do so. You can book a coaching session by inboxing me, or you can book directly. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. So that is what we currently are offering on Moments with Inonge. So don't forget to be tuned in for the leadership segment. Today, depending on where you're watching from, it may be day, it may be night. We're going to have a lovely time in this motivational segment. And our topic for discussion is what to carry and what to leave. What to carry and what to leave. So before we go to that, guys, please drop your comments concerning the question that is on the screen. Drop your comments concerning the question on your screen. When on a journey, do you carry everything or some things? Do you carry everything or some things? We have a comment from Musama, and Musama is actually saying, I do carry some things which will be everything for the journey. So Musama says he carries some things which will actually be everything for the journey. Thank you so much. And Musama goes ahead and also says, good evening, watching from Zimbabwe. Musama, thank you so much for tuning into Moments with Inonge this evening. I hope and trust that you have tagged somebody, you have shared this broadcast with somebody, and as well as you're getting enlightened, other people are getting enlightened. So guys, please do like and share. Those on Facebook, create a watch party, and you can share to groups. You can create a watch party, share to groups, create a watch party. A lot of people don't like sharing stuff because it remains on their wall. So if you don't want to share something that is going to remain on your wall, what you can do is create a watch party. So those that are watching via Facebook, please do create a watch party. And those that are on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Moments with Inonge. So thank you so much. Msama, thank you so much for that comment. Msama said, I do carry some things which will be everything for the journey. So to take us into our very interesting topic, well, before we do that, we've got another comment from Moses, and Moses says, carrying useful things to my journey. Your student is tuned in and ready to learn. Well, thank you so much, Moses. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I am so glad you did. I hope you've liked as well as shared this podcast so that we can have as many people enlightened. I am so glad you're actually tuned in. Thank you so much. So, like I was saying, we're going to go straight into the topic for this evening, our motivational segment. And our topic is what to carry and what to leave. What to carry and what to leave. So, allow me to just share something with you as we get started. Allow me to share this with you as we get started. Okay, so there we are. What to leave and what to carry is our topic for discussion. It's our topic for discussion. So when it comes to, what to leave and what to carry, that's our topic for discussion on Moments with Inonge's motivational segment tonight. You see, one thing for sure is when you're going to a hospital, you're either going for two reasons. It may be that you are not well, you are actually ill, or you are going for a routine checkup. Two reasons why we're going to the hospital. Either we are ill or either we're going for a routine checkup. So what happens when you get to the hospital? In both cases, whether you're ill or whether you're going for a routine checkup, in both cases, what is going to happen is that you will go to the hospital, register your presence, and then see a doctor. And when you see the doctor is going to conduct some tests on you. And as they conduct those tests on you, they're going to run those tests. And when the results come out, that is actually when they're going to prescribe some treatment to you, prescribe what medication you need to take, prescribe what medication you need to stop taking if you have been taking other medication, which is actually not doing you too good. So either ways, whether you are ill, you're going to have to go through some form of screening. The doctor has to check to say, oh, okay, listen from you. What are the symptoms? What's really going on? And all that. The doctor really has to check on you. So after the doctor is done checking up on you, this is when the doctor is actually going to prescribe some medication. So today on Moments with Inonge, I would love to keep it real. And that's what we do on Moments with Inonge. We keep it real. So we're going to have some people, for lack of a better term, who we can say, okay, maybe partly ill, and who we can say have come for a routine checkup. In this, I mean, I think I'll get to illustrate what I really mean as we go ahead. On Saturday night, I actually spent a lot of time at work. I slept past midnight because we were actually attending a memorial edition for my mentor. That's Ubon Kin, my wonderful, wonderful mentor who actually lives on. So we were attending a memorial edition. And as we were attending this memorial edition, one of the speakers, who actually happens to be a pastor, he came on and he shared something so profound, something that touched me and something that gave birth to inspiration of this segment as well. So what happens is that this pastor, this speaker, he talks about an experience where he's in his office and a young man comes to him. And when this young man comes to him, the young man says, "Pastor, pray for me because this year I want God to bless me. I want to have cars. I want to have houses. I want to have mansions. I want to have all the money." Then this pastor says, he looked at the young man and he says, "You know what? I will do no such thing." Because I will do no such thing. So the man was spooked like, I've come to see the pastor. I need prayer. I'm telling him that I need God to bless me. And the pastor says, I will not do, no, I won't do such a thing. And, this young man asks the pastor to say, why? And the pastor says, I will not do this because you are a problem. You are a problem. You see, in your state of poverty, you are a problem. You are actually like a virus. You are inflicting pain on so many girls that you're sleeping with, promising them marriage, and yet you're not even marrying them. You're doing so much harm in your poverty. So, how much more if the Lord gives you money, if He blesses you, if you can be a nuisance in your poverty? Don't you think you'll be more a worse nuisance when you get rich? And because the pastor is a man of faith, when he says, I will not do such thing, and God will not bless you in Jesus' name, the guy goes like, Pastor, are you cursing me? And you see, what this story did was that it really opened up my mind to a lot of things. To a lot of things. Many other times, that we pray prayers, prayers that will do more harm than good. If that guy's prayers are answered, yes, it will do him good because he's going to have a better life than he currently has. But do you realize that in answering his prayers, he's going to do more harm to those innocent girls that surround him? Many times we do this. We've got to realize that as we forge ahead, there is what to leave behind. There is what to leave behind. I mean, life is a journey, and on a journey, like Moses said, and Musama also commented, you can't carry everything along with you. Like this young man, he can't go on a successful journey in life with the current behavior that he has. Because if he goes on with the current behavior that he has, what is going to happen is that he is going to cause more harm than good. So you've got to realize that even as we are moving in our journey, there are things to live. So now in this motivational segment, yes, I am a motivational speaker. And what most of the motivational speakers do is come on and tell you to say, you know what, you've got to move on. You've got to carry on. Well, today it's on another level. It's on another level because there are people that are currently watching that have to leave some things. If you are going to move on in your journey, you've got to leave some things behind you. You've got to leave the toxic relationships. You've got to leave the bad character behind you. You've got to leave those habits that will not serve you. Because what you got to realize is that as you move on in your journey, as you begin to acquire so much, if you are carrying the excess baggage, what this is going to do is it's gonna weigh you down. The more you carry the excess baggage, you're just gonna be dragging. In fact, when you're carrying a lot of things, you're just gonna be dragged. You won't even be able to move at a fast pace. And this is what the bad habits do to us. This is what the bad relationships do to us. And you see, most of the times we love to look, external. Like, what is it that is causing me, not to progress in life? What is it that is causing me to actually be stagnant? And we focus our eyes outside. Yes, it's true. Sometimes we have to leave that friend that is not helping us grow. We have to leave that friend that is not pushing us forward. We have to leave that friend that is not going in the direction that we are going. It's true, we have to do that. Sometimes we have to leave behind the philosophy, the thinking that we've been raised up with, and begin to think on another level. Because if the thinking that you currently have is good enough, you are not going to be where you are. You can go to another level, a better level. But what does this mean? This means that you need to renew your mind. You need to recondition your mind. You need to leave certain patterns, certain thought patterns behind you. Guys, on a journey, there is what to leave. You don't carry everything. There is definitely what to leave. You see, most of us hold on. Most of us hold on to things that are bad habits, habits of maybe sleeping 8 hours, 10 hours in a day. You want to succeed in life, but you want to sleep 10 hours in a day. How? How is that working? Bad habits. You cannot succeed with certain habits. You've got to leave them. There is what to leave as you strive for greatness, as you strive for goodness. There is definitely what to leave, because some of the things that we hold on to, they do more damage than letting go. Sometimes we hold on to relationships. We are in a friendship, and this friendship, what we're actually calling a friendship, is actually a saki and saka relationship. Where one is sucking from another person and actually draining the other person instead of pushing the other person. Such friendships, they need to be let go of. Certain habits of not committing to, maybe reading a book, or going the extra mile. Such habits, they only drain. There are certain things that you've got to leave behind. Because if we carry them, they are going to do more harm than actually good. As well as on a journey, when we are on a journey, there are certain things that we also need to carry. What do we need to carry? When we're on a journey, we need to carry alongside our gifts, our talents, because that is what God has given us as the tools to use for greatness. Because the good book says that your gift will make room for you. So those are some of the things that we need to carry. We need to carry our gifts. We need to carry our talents. But the thing is, we don't only need to carry our gifts and talents. Even as we carry them, we need to do something to them. We need to add value to them. You see, as we go on in our journey, there are certain things that we need to carry, and some of these things are our skills. We need to carry our skills. We need to sharpen our gifts, sharpen our talents. If our gifts is, for instance, singing, we need to sharpen singing by identifying where you are. Like, where is your voice suitable? Are you suitable as a solo artist? Are you suitable as, the men singer? Are you suitable as the singer in the background? There's gotta be what you gotta carry. And what you gotta carry is your gift. What you gotta carry is your talent. What you gotta carry is your potential. But it's not enough just to carry them like that. You have to upgrade them. In this time of COVID, when things are not so, we're not so busy, because you find that in certain workplaces, you are actually doing shifts, meaning you can work this weekend and work the other weekend, or you can work this week and not work the other week. So what are you doing when you are not working? Are you sharpening your skills, or are you just resting? What are you doing? Are you reading a book, or are you just sleeping? What are you doing? When the world becomes so busy again, when the world opens up, what better version of you are we going to see? What better version are you going to see? So there is what to carry on your journey. There are the gifts, there are the talents, there is the potential. But even as you carry them, because you're moving forward, you got to realize that it's not enough for you just to move forward. You have to advance the things that you're carrying. And the things that you're carrying are your gifts, are your potential. So you've got to advance them too. But even as we are advancing our skills, we got to know why. Why are we advancing our skills? Why are we advancing our talents, our gifts? Why? What is the meaning? What is the meaning of us advancing our talents and our gifts? You see, Moments with Inonge is all about personal awareness and development. Why does the personal awareness come before the development? Because, simply put, if you do not know yourself so well, it's going to be hard to develop in the right places. If you do not know the purpose for your existence, you may go the wrong way. Like in the good book, there is a character that was called Saul. You see, Saul was against the Christians. He was actually killing. When he had that encounter, that changed his life. He was actually on a mission to kill, but he was headed the wrong direction. He was passionate about serving. He actually thought he was serving the right cause, but he didn't understand the meaning for his passion. He didn't understand what it was when he was serving God, because in his encounter, he said, I thought I was serving you. So by killing the Christians, he thought he was serving God. You gotta have a meaning. You've got to know why you've got that skill. You've got to know why you've got that talent. You've got to have a meaning. Why am I saying this? Why I'm saying this is that as you move on your journey, there is a talent that you have, there is a purpose that you have, but you need to understand why you have that talent. And part of understanding why you have that talent is getting to know your purpose. And part of understanding yourself is understanding your meaning for existence, why you are actually created. You've got to know this. Let me break this down a little bit. This why and meaning. If you look at the story that I started with, that pastor who shared his experience with the young man. You see, this man, there is nothing wrong with being so ambitious. There is nothing wrong with asking God, to bless you and all that. But the question is, why should he bless you? What is the meaning of this blessing? Like Abraham, he was given a meaning to his blessing. He said, I will bless you to be a blessing unto others. But if this young guy got the resources, got the blessings, what was actually going to become is that because he does not understand his purpose, because he does not understand his meaning, his calling, what he was actually going to do is he was going to do more harm than good. He was going to spend the money on the wrong reasons. This is why personal awareness is so important. This is why it is absolutely important, because when you are aware of yourself, it's there and then that you can actually develop not in the wrong path, but develop in the good path. Because let me share something with you. You can have a skill, and some skills are like, planning. Do you know that you can plan for the wrong reasons? If you don't have a why, if you don't understand the meaning, your purpose for existence, do you know that you can actually use your skills that you develop, for the wrong reasons? Let's take for instance, um, planning. Planning is a skill. It is a skill that is learned, right? It is a skill that is learned. But do you know that people can actually plan for the wrong reasons? Let's look at a robber. Do you think a robber is actually a nobody? No. A robber is somebody with a skill, because for you to rob, it takes planning. Those are actually good strategic planners, or maybe strategic managers, because in order for you to execute a robbery, you've got to sit down and plan. So sometimes, if you are not aware of your why and you don't understand your meaning, if you are not personally aware of your purpose for existence, you may get good at the wrong things. A robber may have a good skill of planning, but planning for the wrong reasons, planning to rob others, in trying to enrich himself. But of course, all that's gotten through vanity is vanity. It won't last. Somebody may be good at, the skill of setting goals, but somebody may set a goal for the wrong reasons. Somebody can set an evil goal to sleep with somebody's husband or sleep with somebody's wife. Those are goals. So if you don't understand why you are acquiring a skill, you may use it for the wrong reasons. That is just a truth. You may use it for the wrong reasons. This is why there is what to leave, the bad behavior, the bad habits, and you can only get to know what to leave when you are personally aware of what you have. Like, for instance, you're going on a journey, right? You're going on a journey, and you know that, okay, this journey, if I'm gonna fly from Zambia to Addis Ababa, they only allow 32 kgs. So I gotta see, okay, what do I need on this trip? What do I need on this trip? And this is what personal awareness does. Personal awareness is asking yourself a question to say, what do I need in this life? What habits do I need in this life? What habits do I need to continue on in this life? And personal development is now what you carry, because what you have left behind, you've left behind, and you've carried, and that which you carry, you now begin to develop it. So do you see why personal awareness is important? Like I said, in today's segment, there are different people. There are those that I'm going to label like, okay, ill, and those that I'm going to label like, okay, they've just gone for a routine checkup to see the doctor. The mission for visiting their doctor is either they're not feeling well, they're ill, or it's just a routine checkup. So in today's motivational segment, I'm not here to tell you to say, move on. I'm not here to tell you to say, carry on. I'm here to tell you to say, check yourself before you move on, because you may be moving in the wrong direction. You may be carrying things that you do not need to carry. You may be carrying things that you do not need to carry. In yesterday's inspirational segment, we looked at the 10 virgins, and the good book, which is the Bible, in the Message translation, it, broke these 10 virgins into two categories. The Bible, I love the Message translation. It said 5 silly virgins and 5 smart virgins. These virgins were on a mission to greet the bridegroom. And then the 5 smart virgins, they carried their lamps, which in this context, I'm going to say they are gifts and their talents. And as they carried their gifts and their talents, what they did is they carried extra oil. And this extra oil is, advancement of their skills, of their talents, of their gifts, And then the 5 silly virgins, they didn't carry the extra oil, so all they did is they went onto the scene with their gifts and with their talents. But then the unforeseen happened. Boom, COVID happened, and the bridegroom didn't come in good time. So those 5 smart ones that went an extra mile and carried something extra, that carried the extra oil to, to light the lamp, to light their talent, their gifts. What happened is that they were able to go into this room where the bridegroom was. And this other silly virgins, when opportunity presented itself, all they had was gift and talent. But what this opportunity required was more than a gift and talent. It was more than a lamp. They needed a lamp that is well lit. So you've got to understand that there is what to carry and what to leave. They all had choices. The smart ones decided to carry their gifts and talents alongside with developing them, while the silly ones just carried their lamps. in this time of COVID-19, when things are not so busy, what are you doing to advance yourself? Moments with Inonge is giving a 30 minutes free coaching session. Have you taken that coaching session? What's going on? How are you getting to know yourself? Because through these coaching sessions, you get to be aware of yourself, what they actually do. Because maybe let me take some time to explain coaching. Coaching is not about me. Coaching is about you. Coaching is about you discovering yourself. Coaching is about the coach asking you questions that will open your thinking, that will bring things that you've never thought of in a certain way to light, and you begin to discover yourself more and understand yourself more. If those that are watching can actually attribute, there are some people that are watching that have done or they are still doing the one-on-one put your dream to the test. I can assure you that they are at a better position now than they were when before they started the coaching session. So you've got to understand that there is what to carry. And even as you carry these things, as you are moving forward, even the things that you are moving forward have to carry more value. They have to carry more value, because as a person on earth, you don't want to just be a success. You just don't want to be an economical success. Because what that young guy in that story with the pastor was going to do is he was just going to be an economical success. He was just going to have the cars. He was just going to have the money. But he was not going to add to the GDP of the country. He was not going to add any value to his society. What he was just going to do, he was just going to become better himself, but not add value to the society. So you need to know that being a success is not just about the money. Being a success is not just about the wealth. Being the success is actually living a purpose-driven life, is actually living a life that fulfills your purpose. Because if you're fulfilling your purpose, meaning you're providing a solution to a problem that God created you for. Life is a balance of what you carry and what you live. Like going on a journey, you don't carry everything. That is what I had for you on our motivational segment. I would love to read the comments. I would love to read, what actually, what actually you like, what you related to, what you related to. I would actually love to hear what you actually related to in this segment. So at this point, we're going to go to the comments. We're going to go to the comments, and we'll be reading the comments and just enlightening one another on what to carry and what to leave, which was our topic for discussion, still is until the broadcast is over. So we have some comments, and we have a comment from Manfred, and Manfred says, according to my experience, you only carry some things that are necessary. Thank you so much, Manfred. Thank you so much for sharing. And that is true. We've seen from this segment that you only gotta carry the things that are necessary. The essential things. Because if you don't carry the essential things, what happens is that you carry excess baggage, and excess baggage just draws you. We have a comment from Ruth, and Ruth is actually tagging some people to watch. Thank you so much, Ruth. Thank you for joining our motivational segment tonight. Thank you so much for tagging somebody. And we have a comment from Veronica. Veronica actually is a person that Ruth was tagging. Oh, thank you so much, Veronica. Thank you for coming online. And Veronica drops a comment and says, may God humble us as we pray for knowledge, wisdom, and financial integrity. That is true. I think this is in relation with the pastor and with the pastor and Guy story. And then we have another comment from Joel, and Joel says, tonight's segment is fire. You are indeed speaking to me. Thank you, Jobel. Thank you for being part and parcel of tonight's segment. And I am so, so grateful that, this segment can actually speak to you or is actually speaking to you. I am humbled because it makes me rest assured that, I am fulfilling my assignment well. So thank you so much, Joel. And we have a comment from Ruth, and Ruth goes ahead to say, Amen. Powerful message. And we have another comment from Veronica, and Veronica says, God given gifts and talents. Yes, those are our tools, in our journey on life. Like the 10 virgins from yesterday's inspirational segment, from the parable of the 10 virgins, the tools that were given because they were on a mission were the lamps. So those represent our gifts and our talents. And then we have a comment from Moses, and Moses says, energy suckers and drainers must be left behind. Indeed, energy suckers and drainers must be left behind. Sometimes we have friendships where one is a sucky and the other one is a sucker, just draining each other, and going down. So, such friendships have to be left behind if you want to advance. We have another comment from Veronica, and Veronica says, powerful, the greatest vision of who God has created us to be. Guide me, O Lord. Amen and amen. We have a comment from Muyunda Kambita, and Muyunda says, hello there, watching from Lusaka and definitely enjoying the show. Hey, baby bro. Muyunda happens to be my baby brother. So, hey, baby bro, thank you so much for tuning into tonight's motivational segment. I hope and trust that, you've enjoyed the segment. So we have a comment from Ruth, and Ruth says, "Let's do the coaching session. I am game." Well, Ruth, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yes, let's do it. Ruth is one of our Zambia's fellow JMTers. And Ruth, I just want to appreciate you because I had a very powerful session with Ruth yesterday, where we were doing the disc analysis. You see, this year, some of the things that I want to do as I get personally aware and develop myself is I want to learn more. And I don't mind learning from those that are older than me and those that are younger than me. I'm going to learn from everybody I can find to learn from. There's always something to learn. You can also learn from somebody that has got the same certification as you do. So Ruth is actually a John Maxwell speaker, trainer, and coach. And I had a brilliant session with her yesterday. We had, I think, a session of over like 2 hours. And believe you me, it revealed a lot of things to me about me. So I hope and trust that you guys also, go through some coaching sessions, And we have a comment from Veronica. Veronica says, "Thank you. You're welcome, Veronica, and thank you for tuning in." We have a comment from Musama, and Musama goes ahead and says, "Today was real and straight to the point. Thank you." You're welcome, Musama. You're welcome. I am glad you sent that comment in. I am glad you participated in tonight's session because it makes me really know that my assignment tonight has actually been delivered. My assignment tonight has been delivered. So guys, please remember to tune in tomorrow night for our leadership segment, and trust me, our leadership segment is going to get hotter. Remember what we do in the inspirational segment. What we do in the inspirational segment is that we lay a foundation. And what we do in the motivational segment is that we begin building, like a house. You lay the foundation, then you put up the blocks, and then at the finish, as you're finishing, you do the roofing. So that's what the leadership segment does. It's like the icing on the cake. That's what the leadership segment does. So guys, please stay tuned for tomorrow's leadership segment. I am looking forward, so looking forward, because even as I speak, I learn. Even as I speak, I learn. So together we're learning and we are actually growing. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Ruth drops a comment that says, Honoured. I salute you. So thank you guys. And at this point, good night to those that are in Africa in this evening, or wherever you are in this evening, good night. And good afternoon to those who are actually in the afternoon time. And good morning to those that are just waking up. Thank you so much for being part and parcel of this motivational segment. And see you tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. Central African time. Au revoir. Love you guys.